Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Inspired by the life of the savvy and ambitious Colombian businesswoman Griselda Blanco comes a new Netflix original limited series. Griselda tells the story of a devoted mother who, with her lethal blend of charm and relentless savagery, creates one of the most powerful cartels in history. Witness Sofia Vergara's captivating transformation into the godmother of the underworld. Griselda, now streaming only on Netflix.
Burn again, burn again, burn again, ABCs.
Welcome to the Bare Naked ABCs, and tonight we have our year in review special.
Woo! Woohoo!
We have 4/5 of the cast here with us tonight, and Aaron will be sending us his thoughts later on because unfortunately he was not able to make it. He's out partying and enjoying the new year early. But I do
He's
have
celebrating how much better 2021 was than 2020.
I was going to say he's going to celebrate what 2022 is going to bring us.
All right.
Because it can't be much. I'm not going to say what I was just going to say. I cut myself off at the right spot. But joining me tonight, we have Stefan, Jeff, and Heidi. Welcome.
Check.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
And tonight, you are going to hear from them more than me, as everyone in our audience says hallelujah.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Because it is our year in review, and we are going to go over our recommended changes. We're going to go over what next year will bring, and we're going to go over the songs that our friends have missed.
Hey, can you resend me the list real quick? Thanks. I appreciate it. Love you.
Love
you.
Are you shitting me, or are you...
I'm not shitting you. Can you send me the list real quick?
I gotta go...
Look, dude, after this weekend and everything going on, I got my scores for the missing songs. I just realized I didn't have the list. Can you... Love you.
The list of the missing songs.
No, I mean the actual the spreadsheet or our scores. Can you send that to me?
Oh, the scores.
Yeah, the score sheet. I need the score sheet, please. It's good.
I can send you the score sheet. I thought you were like, send me the list of the ones I wasn't.
No.
Like,
I got those. I got those. I just need the score sheet. Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
I love you. You look especially dapper tonight, Tracy. You look gorgeous. I love you. You're my favorite BNL fan ever, and I love you, except for the other two.
Except for the other two. Wait a minute, the other two. There's three.
Which one
do you like me more than?
Besides you, the other two. I wasn't including me. I don't like me.
There is an Aaron. He's not here, but there is an Aaron. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I meant the two in the Zoom.
The two in the Zoom.
It doesn't matter if you're not in the Zoom where it happened.
No one else is in the Zoom where it happened.
That's true.
Oh, someone should do that parody.
So,
pretty sure I heard that.
We're not reviewing that this week.
Okay.
We're not reviewing that this week. This week we're reviewing our scores from the previous year. But first we have to catch up on all the songs that we've missed. Or, well, I haven't missed any because I'm here every week. But the scores you guys have missed, who would like to start?
I can't stop it.
I think we need to give Stefan a few more minutes to review the songs he wants
I'm covering
to cover.
songs. Oh gosh, the ones that I missed.
Yeah.
No,
the ones you missed, buddy.
Got it, except for that one. Sure.
You got it.
Um,
All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'll knock it out.
All right. I got to pick a column. All right. So we get Stefan. Stefan, we are going to go up to the top, and you have missed very few, but we're going to go. There's a few you missed last year that we never got back to.
Yeah.
So we're going to go back and cover a few of those. Like the first one would be How's the Level?
Well,
He missed How's the Level?
It's either
Yeah.
it's either level.
You
or
missed
not.
How's the Level?
So, I mean, when I'm measuring things and like building things, I always try to make it level. Period. So,
So
But now I'm really wondering how we got an hour on that episode.
I don't know how anybody could get an hour out of that.
We got an hour.
well, I thought how's the level? Though it was short, I liked the instrumental part of it. It was really cool, really short and to the point. I really liked it. So, I think I'm going to rank that around a 2.75 because it's not really a song; it's more like a tune-in session than anything. but that's why I got for that. Yep.
All right. I still miss Someone with Blue Eyes.
Well, it's sad for you, I guess. Does your wife know?
She does.
Well, sorry for her, I guess. But the song. I see. I see the song.
Yeah.
I listened to that. It's okay. I thought it was average, but not like it never knocked my socks off. So I'm going to rank that like a 2.5.
Okay, a little bit. Wow, the 6-second song beat out "I Still Miss Someone with Blue Eyes."
Yeah.
Wow, I am flabbergasted already.
Well,
all right,
the
on to the
6
next
second
one.
song was excellent. I mean, even though it was just instrumental, I like the instrumentals. It sounded good, sounded clean. I Still Miss Someone was
Not
squelchy.
clean.
Yeah, I didn't like it. So,
all right, well, I have a question for you,
Yeah.
Stefan. Is somebody singing?
someone is singing, and I like that song because I think it's a perfect Ed song. It's a song for Ed to sing, and I think it worked out really well. The one I saw it had background singers and whatnot, and like I was telling you guys last week, something about having a female voice in Bare Naked Ladies. I think that's something that's needed. And so I liked that. I really liked it. And it made the song really full and rounded and rich. So I'm going to rank that one 4.25.
All right.
Even though there's a guy floating around in space singing it.
Yeah, do you know what his name was?
Yes, Howard Wolowitz.
No, I
He's an astronaut.
I was gonna guess Joseph Brown.
Joseph Brown is a putz, and I and the song to commemorate him was just the same. So that was a 2 for me.
Wow, you're not toying around with your scores.
Nope.
Tell us how you feel about Just a Toy.
Just a Toy. It's lucky it made it on my ranking at all.
What?
I got that as a 1.5.
What?
Whoa! Wow!
No
Then
way.
Yes. And Stefan does know what that song is about
baby.
too. I sent him what that
Yep.
song's about.
You did? Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Cool.
that one's about Pinocchio's brother.
No.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
No,
someone-
just a toy, Stefan. Seriously? No.
the music was squelchy. It was bad. I couldn't get into it. I hated it. 1.5.
Well, Stefan, you know, you don't love that song, but can you tell everyone about the love that we're in?
Oh, your love and I is doing really well. So
From their backyard.
I ranked that one a 4.25 because I thought it sounded pretty good.
4.25. Wow, we're in pretty good love. I mean, I love the fact that you love me even though I'm a material girl.
You are such a material girl. Oh, you just
Living
wait
in a
until Bella
material
grows
world.
up. Oh boy, you're in for it. Material Girl as a cover, it was fun. It was playful. I thought it was average. I like the original because how can you not? So I'm going to rank that a 2.5. It's average.
2.5. Okay. Well, you know, they have another name for me. The name you tend to call me is your McDonald's girl.
Yeah, that's what I was listening to when you asked me to rank it. I didn't get all the way through that song. So what I did here, I'd say a 3.
3. All right. But you know where McDonald's is found?
It's found on a narrow street, I think.
It is. It's found on a narrow street. So
I really like that song. I thought that was really good. I think it was well-rounded, and I think it's because the instrumentals, and I think it was the additional singers, and the harmonies. I really like that song. I thought it sounded pretty good. So I'm going to rank that at 4.75.
Wow. So that sounds like you are rating the Persuasion, the Bare Naked Ladies and Persuasions version.
Yeah. That's the only one I got. So.
Oh, okay. I thought I had sent you both. So, Jeff, you're messing me up, buddy. That's Heidi.
Me.
Heidi's entering all her scores.
Yes, I am.
I'm like, wait, no, they're all appearing. I can't reference. Oh no. Well, you know what, Stefan, your scores were very well rounded. They were all over the place, which is what I like. I like the fact that you don't tell it the way it's not. You tell it the way it is.
Yeah. Well, Pinocchio's brother is keeping me warm tonight, so.
Oh,
and I don't mean in my bed.
Gosh. Oh. We're there.
Another lie.
Okay.
That was good. That was Oh, speaking of Pinocchio's brother, Jeff, let's do your scores next.
Okay. So okay.
I'm getting the evil eye from Jeff for that one.
No. Man. King of Bedside Manor. What? A Gordon track. So I love listening to Gordon. Gordon's one of my driving albums, and I absolutely love that album. For some reason, I was thinking about this too when I was looking down the list again, and I was about to play through them tonight, and I just listened to this recently, the whole album. King of Bedside Manor, for some reason, for me, it's the second half song where I think to myself, it's okay. Then it comes on, and I absolutely love that song. I love King of Bedside Manor.
Me too.
There's just something about it's so playful. It's a Bat-esque crazy song with the sound effects, with the harms. It's a quick song. It's definitely it gets to its point quickly, but I love Steven's delivery on the second verse where he's basically full on acting. I love Bedside Manor. I listened to it again today, and I went into it with that same feeling like this is going to be an average song for me. I'm like, no, if it comes on when I'm driving, I play it. No, yeah, right. I blast it. I love that Steve and Ed get their trade-off vocals, their standard early version trade-off vocals on it. And God, I love that stick section. It makes no sense, but sticks. Domo arigato. I absolutely love it. So is it gonna rank up in the echelon of the really powerful, well-written, punny songs of BNL? No, but I'm gonna give that one a 4.1.
All right. Well, you know what? I don't want to hear any more about that. La 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 la.
La 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 lemon. Okay. La 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 lemon. I know it has its fans. I know people love this song. It's a kid song. I like that they shout out the oatmeal love again. His love of oatmeal. Which is a cute little throwback. The interplay between Steve and Ed is really cool in this song. It's an above tier kid song. It's one that I would definitely play with my kids, but it's not one that I'm gonna seek out. I'm not gonna be like, I really gotta listen to La 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 Lemon today. So I'm gonna give that one a 3.2.
Okay. Well,
I wish I could see these scores, but you still haven't sent me the.
I did. It's right.
Yes, you did.
Heidi is entering them in. It's in the chat.
I just entered all mine.
Oh, it's in the chat.
Wait. I think I think I know the problem. I don't think Jeff has Facebook because he's not of legal age.
Oh, that's probably it.
Yeah.
It's not in that chat. It's not in the Zoom chat. Where are you? Oh, I see. Whatever. There it is. Okay.
I never
Hang
put
on.
anything in the Zoom chat.
I didn't realize you put it there. Oh, you know what? Remember when I said I loved you?
I do. I hold it dear to my heart, actually.
I'm debating everything. Okay, Legal Age. Legal Age is a cover.
Yep.
I would call it the first Beach Boys Ramones cover I've ever heard, which is cool. Because it's definitely I Want to Be Sedated. It's the melody line of I Want to Be Sedated, definitely without a doubt. And with the Beach Boys Harms, so the Rheostatics did this song. It's a good song. It's a fun song. It's a live cover. So does it stand out for me? I mean, I would rate the actual Rheostatic song much higher. I think the original studio version of it. But it's a good cover. It's a fun cover. I'm going to give that one a 2.8.
Okay.
I do have to shout out the fact that Kevin has solo on this, and that's always near and dear to my heart. I love hearing Kevin.
Well, and that's right, since he was with the Rheostatics for a while. So
yeah, so it's that's very cool.
So you just sent out a message to Kevin.
I did send out a message to Kevin. Kevin, I know you listen to the show. Please come on the show.
A message to you, Kevin.
So, Message to Rudy is also a cover from Buck Naked, which we covered the whole album. I like Message to Rudy a lot. As a cover song, I know it sounds very demo. It's very raw. But my God, those harms. This is a cover I would seek out. I would play Message to Rudy. I enjoy the song. I got to go a little bit higher on it, but it's still not that B&L level. So I'm going to give Message to Rudy from Buck Naked a 3.4.
Okay. So
I'm not looking at other people's scores right now too. I have to go back and do that after.
You're catching up pretty well so far. I mean,
I got to go back. When Heidi's talking, I'm going to go back and see where I compare on these because I didn't even look.
So I have to say, like, you're catching up. You actually have very few songs that you missed because it's not like you never do anything.
No, I never do anything. Speaking of never do anything, for Maroon, which is my first B&L song, B&L album, the one that got me into B&L in the first place, the one that has one of my favorite B&L songs, which we'll talk about soon. Never do anything. Great lines. First of all, I love the idea of going pro in tic-tac-toe. I'll lick my wounds. Could you pass the salt? Has to be one of my favorite lines on a B&L album. Such a good line. I love the style change in this one where he suddenly switches off, or Steve switches off and goes, "If I was the king," he does. I like it. Something melodically about this one, I don't think hits me where it should as much as I like to, compared to the rest of the album. There's so much on Maroon that sweeps me away. From Conventioneers, Off the Hook, Sell, Pinch Me. There's so much melodically on Maroon that is sweeping and just pulls me in. This one doesn't. So it wouldn't be a playlist song for me, but it's definitely a higher end song. I got to give Never Do Anything a 3.9.
All right. Yeah. Hey, Stefan, can you move into the light a little bit? It's almost like a night photograph over there.
Dance into the light.
Oh man, I should have checked the scores on this one before I started.
No, I think that's funny.
This might be the Haterade song for me. Night Photographs from Buck Naked. Another demo song. Oh, gosh, not my thing.
Did you see the other ratings? Because
I did not see the other rankings. Maybe I should not.
No, don't look yet. Don't look.
All right, I'm not gonna pee. All right. Night Photographs. Lyrically, structurally, melodically, doesn't do a lot. It's got those great B&L harms, and that's always cool to listen to, but this one does a whole lot of nothing for me. I can't relate to it. I can't get behind it. Yeah. It's definitely I've got it. I'm gonna go above 1 because it is a full song, but it's a low one. I'm gonna do a 1.3 on Night Photographs.
You know what, Stefan?
Where do I compare on that?
Oh, you're right in the middle.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, did people go below 1?
Oh, not below 1.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
We're all pretty close on that one.
Yeah. That one's a tough one.
The average of that one was a 1.4. So you.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're right there. You know what? Stefan's being really quiet over there. It's almost like he's a ninja.
Ninjas. Wow. Okay. So, what is it? A 107 song? 1 minute 7 seconds. It's a quick
106. Yeah.
2.5.
All that's getting edited, and everyone's going to be like, why is Jeff laughing so hard as he gives that score? And I'm going to say, you know what? Right. You know something got cut. I mean, odds are something got cut.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so do odds are.
Well, we'll take 2 that.
I had a good lead in. Don't blow my lead.
Oh, sorry.
Don't blow your lead.
Don't blow it.
Don't blow.
Not so quick, Tracy. You gotta have a little more endurance as well.
Right. Stamina means everything.
It really does. I mean,
yeah, it does.
Nobody thinks all day about the best 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Oh, wait, never mind. No. Actually, you don't have odds are. That's next year.
I freaking love odds are. 4.7.
All right, we're keeping that in. You get to have yours in there early.
You're keeping it in? Because that sometimes it is an issue, too.
Whoa. I mean, depending on what the end game is, but I mean,
wow.
Oh my goodness!
Well, nobody does it better, or no Bubby better, because that's what it's still listed in our spreadsheet.
Or no Blobby better.
No Bobby better.
No Blobby.
No Bobby better.
I'm going to hand it over to Heidi now, because Heidi has entered in all of her scores. And
I sure did.
She has literally covered every song from this year that she missed.
Because I'm awesome.
What an overachiever.
That is amazing.
And I'm not going to do them all, but I will say Jane is a 5. And if anybody says different, I'll cut you.
Jane is a 5.
Damn right it is.
Who's
Jane? Divided, but I can't decide what side I'm on. Jane decided.
It's a good line.
Again, from a women's perspective,
thank you.
This is a brilliant song.
All right.
And I was just going to say, we did not have a woman's point of view on that. What did we miss?
I listened to that podcast a while ago. Or episode a while ago, so I can't remember exactly what you said. But from my perspective, there's just so much good in that song. It's not quite Off the Hook, which we'll be covering soon, but it is, again, I don't know, Jane and Alternative Girlfriend are always up there for me. But Jane St. Clair, man, there's something special about that. And I love that. I didn't know that it was about
Jane, by the way.
Until I listened to your podcast.
What album are those 2 songs from? Jane and Alternative Girlfriend?
The best album ever.
Ah! That's why I love you.
MYSD. Yeah.
I also gave Jane a 5, didn't I?
Because again, Maybe You Should Drive is my number 1 top favorite album. Jerome was okay. I gave that a 3. I love Kevin. It's a lovely song. It's not bad. I'm gonna go to. I don't need to do that.
I gave Jerome a 3.9.
Jerome. I gave it a 3.9.
I gave it a 3.9.
I gave it a 3.
What was I thinking?
Just the Toy, I gave a 4.5. I love that song. I don't know why there's some haterade on that song. Who gave it a 1.5?
Stefan.
Why do you hate it so much? That's right, a 1.5. No, I gave it a 4.5 because I think it's amazing.
I wrote this down. So white is Aaron, light purple is Jeff, dark purple is Stefan.
If you'll notice, it's alphabetical.
But I'm bright purple.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, yes, because
Aaron gave Just a Toy a 5.
King of Bedside Manor, 4.5. I agree with everything Jeff said about it. It's one of those from Gordon that I've always just really loved and thought was funny. And I've always tried to think about, and I listened to your episode about it too. And I've always wondered, who is it? And I keep thinking, like, it seems like one of those first you think old timey actors like Errol Flynn or that era. And then you're like, it reminds me of, the guy in, it'll come to me, but, it was a Saturday Night Live character, I think.
Oh, was it the
Christopher
Commodore?
Walken or
Commodore?
Yeah, the Commodore, like that. I think, yeah,
that was awesome.
Commodore. I can't remember, but that's the character that's in my head usually when I hear this, and it's like, and it's just a fun and not anymore. No way. I love the humor of that. Was that a Naked track?
That was a Naked track.
That's
yes.
what I thought.
The Continental.
That's it. I'm gonna move down to. Let me go to Life in a Nutshell. Is a 5 for me. Life in a Nutshell is always a 5. That was kind of my personal theme song for a while. Like I really identified with that, and it was like the Heidi song for a long time. That's always on my best of playlist, along with Jane and Alternative Girlfriend. For again, that album really just is my album. Light Up My Room, I gave a 5. I love that song. I love everything, the imagery in that song. I think lyrically it's beautiful in a twisted, bizarre way. And I listened to the episode on this as well. And the hydro fields, the explanation about the hydro fields, and the field with the tires on fire to light my way home. It's a beautiful and bizarre song. And for some reason, it's again one of my favorites. Long Way Back Home, 2.65. Why? It's such a good song. And I listened to your episode there, and I can't remember what people had issues with.
It was me. I had.
He had this, yeah. Back home, I was a 4.7 on that song. No, 4. I was a 4.
I was a
4.7. Yeah. You were 4.7, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember the discussion being whether or not Tracy. It was like him leaving and going on the road, or whether it was, just getting back to normalcy. I really just I've always really liked that song. I'm going to skip down again. It's funny because I'm looking at my scores for Looking Up, and what's the other one? Like 3.7. It's an okay song, but it's definitely, it hasn't gotten into my soul yet. Like, I'm not a fan of some of the newer stuff as much as I am the older stuff. Louis the Loon I love.
Louis
4.8. You guys were complaining. Tracy wanted to hear loon sounds at the end, and I kind of like that idea. So now proof I listen to the podcast. But I love Louis the Loon, and you were also complaining that there weren't enough loon facts in it. And why aren't there more loon facts? But I just thought, I mean, growing up in New Hampshire, and the loons are on the lake where we spend in the summer, and for some reason, every time we go off the grid, there are loons. But I love the sound of the loons, but I love just that simple, the banjo, Louis the Loon, like, I just kind of love that song.
I love that she's going after you, Tracy, but I was the total hater on that.
You were a total hater on that. So forget it.
I have to admit, I was digging for reasons to not love the song. I give it a good score.
I have actually changed one of my scores because of Heidi. We'll get to that.
Oh, Lovers in a Dangerous Time is a 5 for me. It will always be a 5 for me. I know it's a cover of the Bruce Cockburn, and I love the original too, that 80s kind of feel to it. But I think what they did to it was they brought it to another level, if that's possible. And I've always thought that the way that they've sung and rearranged that song to fit their harmonies, etc., there's something about lovers in it. Like, it's just, I really love their version of that. So that's a 5 for me. I'm jumping down to maybe Katie, which I gave a 4.5, but apparently, actually it's pretty much on par, because my daughter's name is Katie. I love the original of that. I wasn't so happy with the Persuasions remake. For some reason, it didn't gel for me. There was something off about the harmonies with I don't know why, but it just, the original is the better version for me. And I think I'm pretty much caught up, except for the ones that I was assigned, which is A Message to You, Rudy, which I love. Now, I was a fan of the specials version anyway, because it was a remake of the specials, which was a remake of Dandy Livingstone's version in '67. And his original was great, but it didn't have the harmonies, which the specials brought in. And then it became a UK chart topper. And what an interesting group. So it's black guys and a white guy doing reggae. and I really didn't think that Ed and Steve did much to change that version. The specials version took the melody and shifted the end of the phrase just a little bit from the original Livingstone version, where the original Livingstone, he goes down at the end of the phrase. The specials take it up a half step at the end of the phrase. So it gives it a little bit of different flavor. But I thought that they did it justice. I gave it a 2.4. It's fun. It was less reggae and more just strum and pop, kind of light acoustic pop, but I like it. And I love, just again, the humor between Ed and Steve, where at the end he's like, I had to do that stupid laugh thing, didn't I? And they're just enjoying themselves playing that cover. But for Buck Naked, I agree with Jeff. Even though it's a demo and it's not perfect, it's one of the better of the demos. Michael Brennan, 2007. It reminds me of the raps of the live shows. And I know you tried to track him down. I listened to the episode and you were desperately trying to find this guy. And I think that the chorus could be way better than Michael Brennan's really, really cool. Yeah. Michael, it's really, really cool. So I gave that one a 2.3. Yeah.
2.3?
I think I gave it a 2.3.
Pretty much. Yeah. Right.
Did I give it a 2.3?
You pretty much agreed with what I was saying about it too. Yeah, that just because it's Michael Brennan doesn't mean that they have to do it half-assed.
Okay,
that's Heidi's catch-up. Bijan catch-up.
I have never noticed until looking through these scores this time around how close we often are for the most part. Yeah, every once in a while there's one that really splits us, but
yeah, actually we are relatively close.
Whoa, who had the haterade on My Big Sister? So I forgot. I loved My Big Sister, and some of you hated it, but I wasn't on the episode.
That was me. Yeah.
I sent in mine after.
Yeah. That was Jeff and Stefan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Aaron loved it.
Which is usual.
There are some that
Aaron and I are pretty on par, but that was one where we definitely diverged. Yeah.
There are some that have been pretty controversial, but not many. That
was me again.
Make My Heart Fly is another one that I gave a 3. I love the Proclaimers. My husband's favorite thing to do in the spring when it's roll the windows down time. Why am I doing this? Nobody's rolled a window down like this in 15 years.
It doesn't look as
but
good
he
as this.
puts on the Proclaimers greatest album, and so the Proclaimers is a big, it's a ritual in the spring. And I forgot that it was a Proclaimers tune first. But I really like the BNL cover of it too. So, but the Proclaimers are just
that was one that Stefan brought down. But yeah, I'm a
what song was that?
And you talked a lot about the Proclaimers in that episode.
I'm a huge Proclaimers fan. I love the Proclaimers. So that was
There's one Proclaimer song that gets me every time, the way that they pronounce something, and oh my gosh, what is it?
Oh Gene is one of the greatest.
Oh Gene is a great song. But I can't remember.
After that episode, I actually found their new album, and I heard Streets of Edinburgh for the first time, which is one of my favorite songs of all time.
They're just brilliant. Like,
yes.
And it's not all about,
I wish people would go beyond 500 miles, and really listen to their catalog, because they are
even though one of the greatest episodes of How I Met Your Mother is the cassette tape stuck in the car of 500 miles. Because if you want anything stuck in the car, that's not the song you want to listen to a million times.
I'd be fine with it, but
so who wants to hear what their favorite albums are as of now?
You have it broken down on album?
Yep.
I have it down to album. We can't do down to singer until much later, but I have it down to album.
Okay.
All right.
Heidi, of course, we only have 1 year's worth on you, but we'll fix that down the road, I'm sure. All right, so why don't we go alphabetically, just because that's how I have it on the spreadsheet.
Okay.
All right, so number 1 album so far for you, Jeff. Before we enter into the rest of the O's, you're gonna kill me. Oh my goodness!
I would never do that, Tracy. I love you.
Well, your number 1 is Maroon.
I can see that.
Okay.
I can see that. I can.
Your number 2 is Bare Naked Ladies Are Me.
Okay. Why?
That it's a 4.52. Okay. That was an accurate number before.
All right.
Your number 3.
Oh dear God! What is happening right now?
Is Grinning Streak.
What?
And I'm not kidding you.
What is happening?
I'm not kidding
Hold on,
you.
I just got a call saying hell froze over. Hell has frozen over.
So my literal favorite BNL album is not one of my top 3.
Nope. Hold on.
Like I am legit serious. Unironically, Maybe You Should Drive is my favorite BNL album.
Your number 4 album is Gordon.
Okay, well that is better
than 447. And then your number 5, I mean, is Maybe You Should Drive.
Oh my gosh.
As of right now.
Wow. I must be missing songs from Maybe You Should Drive.
You are missing quite a... I mean, there's a lot of songs that you've missed.
I can see Maroon being number 1. I can definitely see that, because I do love Maroon.
Your least favorite album so far.
But okay.
Your least favorite album so far?
What?
Born on a Pirate Ship.
That doesn't surprise me.
So,
I'm like I have said about my issue with Born. I've talked about my issues with Born on a Pirate Ship. Is that second half is just.
I thought you
I don't think it's.
I thought you said my issues with porn. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
I don't really have any issues with porn per se.
I was like, wait a minute, I heard that wrong.
They're usually the videos are generally longer than they need to be, but by about 6-7 minutes.
Did we get Stefan back yet? I thought maybe that would work. So
he's like, what porn?
No. Stefan, would you like to know what your top albums are?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
All right. Sorry it took so long to tabulate. Your top album right now, by a very slim margin, is Gordon.
Represent.
Here's my surprise face.
Yeah. Your number 2 album, and this is my surprised face, is Bare Naked Ladies Are Me.
Really?
Like, both you and Jeff had that as your second favorite. I'm blown away.
Jeff and I, we do have similar scores usually.
And then your number 3 album so far is Maroon.
Huh, no kidding.
Now your least favorite album, and if we're not counting the holiday album and snack time and such like that, your least favorite album is Born on a Pirate Ship.
There it is.
You are not enjoying that album so much. You're at a 2.15.
Yeah, I'm sure that's generous for me.
Next in line is me. And as of right now, my favorite album is Maroon.
Oh.
Followed very closely behind. Oh wait, no. My favorite album is Gordon.
Okay.
followed very closely by Maroon.
You're a Maroon.
And then close behind that is Stunt, which, like, when I first started this podcast, I had a feeling that would be the case, but we still have another 2 years to go. So
what?
Those could change.
2 years?
Yeah.
What kind of commitment did you get me in there?
I'm not ready for that kind of commitment.
My least favorite album right now. Whoa, wait, no, it's not that one. Oh my goodness. I thought it was Silverball. It is not. So far, my least favorite album is Fake News.
No kidding.
Wow.
That surprises me because I've always said Silverball is my least favorite album.
Huh.
So, wow.
So far.
All right. And then Heidi. And we've only got 1 year of scores
right,
for
I'm
Heidi.
Going to go back in and fill. I am.
Yeah, we'll go back in and fill those in.
I bet you will, Heidi.
But as of right now, Heidi.
You'll definitely get that
your
filled.
Your favorite album is a tie.
Is what?
A tie. I didn't know that was an album.
A tie.
Ooh. I've never heard of that album.
Maroon is tied with Bare Naked Ladies Are Me.
Okay. I'm not surprised at that because of the amount of songs that we've looked at that are...
So basically, my first and second are Heidi's tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I go back in and fill in the rest, then...
Yeah.
It may adjust. It may adjust. I mean, it's at a 4.8 right now. That's a really high tie.
It's high tide.
High tide. It's a high tide.
Your number 3 is Everything to Everyone.
Which isn't a surprise because I really like that album. That's probably in my top 5. Yeah. Anecdotally, my top 5.
And then your least favorite so far, if we don't count the holiday album, which is by far the lowest, is Born on a Pirate Ship again.
Nobody likes that album.
No.
I do like some of that album, most of that album. Yeah.
I will say, like, that is my least favorite of the early albums. So the later albums really tank for me. Now, we don't have Aaron's. I will update Aaron's when we have all Aaron's.
Can we hear Aaron's though? Is that something we can do? Or
I can go over them once because right now it's missing 20 scores.
Wow, that's true. Yeah, because
So I don't think it gives an accurate representation right now. There's going to be a lot of change. Aaron is joining us tonight from another location. We have him in the bunker, and because we're afraid of how people will react when they see his scores. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't go nuclear. It'll be a fallout shelter, yeah.
So, Aaron, if it's a fallout shelter, there's one thing that people say when they're coming out. They say, "Let there be light."
They do say "Let there be light." You're right.
So what's your score for "Let There Be Light"?
Well, it's a Kevin song, and it's a good one. I like the feel. It kind of reminds me of the Wallflowers, a comparison I think I've made before. It's a simple tune, not many lyrics, but it's a good kind of simplicity. And I really like the Beatles-esque fade out at the end. Leaves things ending on a pretty note. No need to oversell it. It's probably not one of my favorites. Doesn't quite make the cut for the best of playlist, but it's close. Solid song. I give it 3.85 theremins out of 5.
All right. Well, I mean, only you could give a rating like that. So can you give us your score for Lilac Girl / Only You?
Sure. Lilac Girl. I like the folksy feel. And although the recording quality isn't great, it sort of matches the rustic quality of the tune. This is another one that I think if I heard it performed live at a show, I'd probably feel more strongly about it. I notice I'm drinking the Haterade on this one because it looks like I'm the only one rating it below a 4. I just can't quite put this on my best of playlist, but it's certainly a pretty song. And I could see myself playing this on a Bluetooth speaker if I were to go on a picnic or something. Like I can see myself sitting atop a grass hill and listening to this and feeling quite nice. So I give it a very solid 3.9 swoons out of 5.
All right, that's respectable. You know, you got to have your limits.
I'm loving these transitions, man. It's like the lightning round of puns. Yes. Limits. Now, this is an interesting one. When I looked this up on our score sheet, I noticed that Jeff rated it a 4.4, and everyone else was just drenched in haterade. It was a lot of 2-point-somethings. So I was very curious how I would feel about it. I actually quite like it a lot. I like the electronic elements. I like the vocoder vocals. I like the melody quite a bit. If I'm not mistaken, I think I've been pretty partial to Grinning Streak overall. I think of the newer records, that's one of my top ones. I'm actually going to make a comparison I'm not sure if I've made before. Not They Might Be Giants. The chorus of this track kind of reminds me of the Guggenheim Grotto, now known as Storyman, one of my favorite bands. It kind of reminds me, like, if you haven't heard Guggenheim Grotto or Storyman, look up Fee Da Da Dee. That kind of song, that kind of atmosphere. The piano work is pretty amazing on this track. That's a standout feature for me, the piano work. And the more I listen to it, the more I like it. I'm putting this on my best of playlist. I'm going to give Limits a wholehearted 4.2 Coldplays out of 5. And Coldplays? You guys didn't compare this to Coldplay, did you? Come on.
Oh, Jeff totally did.
Maybe their early stuff, which was actually pretty good. But this rocks harder than anything I've heard from Coldplay, except maybe Politic.
Jeff's a bit of a Coldplay fan, and
I like early Coldplay.
Coldplay is also the band that JD and Nick, who are on the guests on the show that week, that was the next band that they were covering. So,
oh wow.
I think that might have had something to do with it. Okay. You know, they were trying to plug their next podcast, you know, get a little bit of that Little Green Bag in there.
Nice. So Little Green Bag, obviously this is a cover. I know Little Green Bag via the original by George Baker. As a Tarantino fan, it's impossible for me to hear this and not think of Reservoir Dogs.
Of course.
This is a much, at least it starts off, a much straighter version. The eighth notes aren't swung in the verse. The chorus is swung though. And is that Tom Jones?
It is.
Okay,
yes.
I wasn't digging it so much in the first verse, but I like it more when it starts swinging and rocking more. I still didn't quite compare to the original, although Tom Jones really does swing for the fences in the chorus, so props to him.
This was off the Tom Jones duets album that he had, where he did different duets.
I had no idea that existed.
Yes, and it is actually really an amazing album.
I'll have to check that out. It's solid. It's above average. It's fun. I will give it 3 INXS out of 5. Now, INXS, it's like I miss a few episodes and everyone's making wacky band comparisons. I need to be there to keep things from spinning out of control and into chaos.
I think that had to do with the fact that there was another INXS song that was on that album that Tom Jones covered, and it was amazing. So, you know, it was just great kind of cover. It was a little tiny song that was kind of really cool. And
golf clap. Little tiny song. Now, I've been curious about this one ever since I saw the title. I was like, what is this? The piano intro is very familiar, so I think it's possible I heard this before when Spotify was on random or something. I like the jazz piano. It's just over a minute, so it really is a little tiny song. It's like a ditty. It's a nice ditty, though. It sounds kind of like the stuff I tried my hand at in music composition class back in college. Not comparing myself to B&L there, but just the feel of it. But yeah, I like it. It's quirky. It's probably not something I would seek out unless I was in a very particular mood. Maybe to go with an old-timey drink like a sidecar or something like that. I give it 2.5 Tolkiens out of 5. Okay, Tolkiens. You got to explain that one.
That one I don't remember. That was some kind of side track that went down that week.
It must have been. I can't really fathom.
I love it when Jeff comes up with these random things and later on we have to come back to it. It makes my heart fly.
Another cover.
Another cover.
Anyone who has had the dubious pleasure of going out for karaoke with me knows that I unironically love the song 500 Miles by the Proclaimers, but I don't think I've heard much else by them. I hadn't heard this song, so I went out to listen to the original. The BNL cover, it's short and it's sweet, and it made for a nice tribute in Glasgow, and they played there live. I'd say it's not really anything special, but it's a loyal and well-executed cover. It's just not the same without the Scottish accents, in my opinion. I'm going to agree with the panel and give it 3 hups out of 5.
I don't have another really good transition for this one, other than it's another cover, like for Material Girl.
So yeah, let's talk McDonald's Girl.
I have Material Girl next.
Oh, I don't think I did that one. I didn't know they covered that. I must have missed that. It wasn't on the list you gave me.
Oh, how did I miss that one? I will pull that up and send it to you. Okay. But you know what?
I can send that separately.
While I'm doing that, it's going to take me a little time. It's only a matter of time before I pull it up and send it to you. But can you cover Matter of Time while I do that?
I don't have Matter of Time either. Hold on. I must have missed a couple. The next one I have is McDonald's Girl.
All right, let's go with McDonald's Girl. There's 3 I need to send you. We'll cover those at the end and come back to them.
So let's talk McDonald's Girl. It's a simple song of teenage love. It's also a cover, apparently. Dean Friedman, I hadn't heard the original, but I just gave it a listen. It's not bad. Interesting harmonies. Ultimately, I like the BNL version because it's up-tempo and fun. I really didn't expect the turn with Don't You Know She's Got a Gold Tooth, You Know She's Hardcore. I think that's from a Beastie Boys track.
It is.
Definitely shades of that sense of humor we know and love from BNL. This was a pretty early one, I'm guessing.
It is.
I like it. It's not one of my all-time favorites, though. You know, it was a fun one to listen to. I'm going to give McDonald's Girl 3.3 McDonald's French fries out of 5.
Okay, 3.3. All right. I have to hear more from you. I want you to actually be able to write down your ideas on those other songs if we don't get to them. So, like, a message to me would be really good.
A message to you, Tracy.
Yes.
So a message to you, Rudy. Another simple, folksy tune and another cover. Goodness, we're on a roll with the covers here. I've definitely heard this before, but not this version. I think I didn't hear the original either. I think what I heard was the version by the Specials. They covered it sometime between. But the original was apparently by Dandy Livingston. Never heard that version before, so I gave it a quick listen. Very early ska or almost proto ska. I like it. It's a fun tune, but again, it's probably not on my best of list. I'd give it 3.1 henchmen out of 5.
3.1. All right. Speaking of names, this next one was actually written as a contest for the 1 millionth download on one of the things. I don't remember which one. And so the next one was written about the gentleman Michael Brennan.
Yeah, I actually took the bait and tried to Google Michael Brennan, and I was like, which Michael Brennan are they talking about? The politician or... so I didn't realize until later when I started researching the song that some guy won a contest and they wrote a song about him. I think honestly that just made the song way more hilarious and awesome. The half-rapped vocals kind of remind me of early Faith No More, like in the Chuck Mosley days, but less heavy. Either way, lots of fun. I think I like this more than anyone else on the podcast because you guys didn't rate it very high. It's not something I would reach for to play often, but the mere fact that it exists amuses me. And it's not a bad song.
Yeah, that's kind of what we said.
It's such a funny idea, the idea that this would happen. And it must have made that guy's year like that.
Actually, he didn't even know that BNL existed. He didn't even know them as a band. Wow. He was downloading a New Orleans jazz song when he got Good the choice. 1 million thing, and had never heard of BNL before. And then
hopefully he likes the song. Not too many people get that honor. And sometimes when you write a song about someone, it's not so flattering, like "Song for Phil Doust" by Tim Minchin. But no, I like it. It's not great, but it's funny, it's fun, and I love the fact that it exists. Like I said, I think I like the idea of the song more than I like the song, even though the song's not bad. I would give it 2.9 cheese sticks out of 5.
All right, 2.9. You said?
Yes, indeed.
All right. Well, I don't know if you noticed looking outside right now. Like I was just a little bit dazzled there for a second. Sorry, it slowed down, but I was looking out the window. It's a beautiful full moon tonight. It almost looks like a giant stone. So I'm going to go back to looking at it. If you want to talk to us a little bit about Moonstone.
So given how many covers I've apparently missed, I initially thought this was going to be a cover of the Cat Stevens song Moonstone, but obviously not. This ain't it, Chief, as the kids say. While researching, I read, and this is a grain of salt, I read that this song was written by Ed after his mother passed away.
It was.
Okay. Wow. So that was the comment section. So, I was taking it with a grain of salt, but that does make sense with the lyrical content and the very sad feel of the song. It's very pretty, but I don't think it quite lands on my best of playlist. It's definitely a good tune. And it's definitely worthy of a listen. I would give it 3.8 Wilmas out of 5. Well, I'm guessing Moonstone, Flintstone, something happened.
I don't even know where that one came from. I have to go back and listen to the episode. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with Jeff. You really have to navigate through his ratings.
He does these mental pole vaults jumps that are quite astounding.
Speaking of which, Navigate.
This is another one of those generic sounding latter day BNL tunes that kind of gets my goat. Nothing about it really stands out. It's a competently written and performed song. It's certainly not a bad song, but in my humble opinion, there isn't much that really makes it memorable, at least for me. This sounds way more like Coldplay than Limits, if you ask me. Let that be known, Jeff. I give it 2.9 boomerangs out of 5. I'm guessing Boomerang came up because it was another one of those latter day BNL songs. Although I think we all like Boomerang just a little bit better.
I think we did, actually.
Yeah.
You're catching up quite a bit, though. Let it not be said that you never do anything for these year-end reviews.
Oh my goodness. The reaching just never stops. I love it. Never do anything. This song, the title reminded me of Bart Simpson seeing like a contortionist and saying, "I can do that. I just don't want to." It's the Underachiever song. It's a nice, upbeat, rocking tune. It makes you nod your head, which is a good sign. I think it just makes my playlist cut off. It's pretty catchy, and I'll probably want to hear that chorus again before too long. So I would give Never Do Anything 4 chiclets out of 5.
That one was a direct reference from the song,
The lyrical content, yeah.
Matter of fact, you didn't have to do a lot of gymnastics that one. It must have made you really sad that you understood what that was about.
Yeah, it's a new kind of sad for me. So New Sad. Here's the thing about New Sad. On paper, you would think this song was custom made for me. I'm the guy who loves the sad song. This is essentially an existential angst ballad, right? This should be right up my alley. Maybe it's my current mood due to recent events, but this song just made me sad, which I guess, given the title, was the point. But yeah, it was just kind of like, oh, you're going to get older, you're going to die. It's like, oh man, kind of a downer. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. But it wasn't bad. It was good. It was a good song. It was just kind of like, it just, I don't know. It struck me, kind of rubbed me the wrong way given my current mood. So for now, I'm going to give it 3.6 codas out of 5. But maybe I'll revisit this one someday when I'm feeling more my usual jovial self. But that's my rating for now.
Not after you listen to the song, you won't. But you know what? We'll give it a better chance next time.
Next time. So musically, I really dig this one. I love songs in odd time signatures. And this one has an interesting melody. I especially like the verse melody. I know we just talked about an existential angst ballad in New Sad, but this one, kind of similar. For some reason, it didn't leave me so despondent. Perhaps because even though the narrative is a sad tale of missed opportunities, the message is sort of memento mori and seize the day, right? It's kind of like, don't end up like the narrator. Go out and live your life. So I don't know, maybe that's the way I'm interpreting it, but it seemed a little bit more of potentially positive spin. And it's just a fun tune. I like it a lot. It's good enough to go in my playlist. So I'm going to give it 4.3 reincarnations out of 5, which I believe is my highest rated song for the end of the year wrap up here.
It looks like it so far. Yeah. For whatever reason, my computer does not want to write in 4.3. It keeps deleting night photographs.
It's rejecting my score.
It keeps blocking the score off and on, almost like a ninja.
So ninjas, we have another kids song. I made a note. The reverb drenched vocals are almost Beach Boy-esque. Which is an interesting note. It's funny, it's upbeat, it does its job, and it features ninjas and possibly stealth fart jokes. Silent but deadly. It's okay. It's not bad. I would give it 3 ninjas out of 5. I guess if a 5 were all 4 Ninja Turtles and Splinter, this would be Michelangelo, Donatello, and Leonardo. Raphael is too angsty for a kid's song.
Now, what if I were to tell you, because I ruined this song for Andrew by telling him this. What if I were to tell you that the real meaning of the song was they were singing about something they wanted on a kid's album but couldn't put on a kid's album without parents getting upset? Which is walking into the kid's room, leaving it silent but deadly, and then walking away.
We call that crop dusting, I believe.
Yeah, that would be what it. Yes, and that is actually Stephen has admitted that is what the song is actually about.
That's okay. So my fart joke analysis was spot on. You're telling me, okay?
Yeah,
it's good to know that it's not just my juvenile mind. I was actually picking up on something there.
No, and Noah actually was the first one to bring it up when we were talking about it. Heidi's son.
Oh, nice.
I thought that there was nobody better to bring that up.
I would agree. Nobody better. Now, especially since we've done so many covers here, I legitimately expected this to be a cover of Nobody Does It Better. I really honestly did. That's not even a joke. I thought that's what it was. So I was surprised to learn that was not the case.
I would have preferred, if you look at my score, I would have preferred it had it been that.
I was going to say, Tracy, if you apparently hate this song, you gave it a 1 according to my notes.
Yeah.
What's the trouble with Tracy for Nobody Better?
I absolutely hate everything about this song. There's nothing I like about this song. Yeah.
Don't hold back. Tell us how you really feel.
Oh, I did. On that episode, I laid into it pretty hard.
You're usually, even on songs you don't like, you're usually fairly sympathetic. So that surprises me. I'll have to go and listen to that. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's a 1, but it's definitely not one of my favorites. I'd probably give it, we'll do right down the middle average, a 2.5 degrees out of 5.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm getting tired. It's getting late. It's like it's a late night. It's an holy night.
It's an holy night. Was that on my list too?
It was not, because you missed it after I already put the list together.
Oh, gotcha.
If you want to start listening to some of the other, I sent you the other 3 that I somehow did not get done, and I will find Oh Holy Night for you.
Okay, no worries. That'll be great.
I'm sorry to have done that to you.
Yeah, you owe me an apology after
that. What did you think of Oh Holy Night?
Oh Holy Night, were they intentionally trying to make that horrible?
No.
Is it a joke track?
No.
Oh, come on.
It is number 8 on their holiday album.
It's legitimately horrible.
Thank you.
It's like Motel 6 elevator music, and there's dissonant notes in the organ part. I have to believe that was intentional. I don't know. I mean, it's so bad.
I will tell you there are 3 other tracks on this album that are exactly the same style.
Okay, so they were rushed and needed to get the album out the door.
It's a 1-minute song. I don't see the purpose of it, honestly, but
I'm going to be kind to Oh Holy Night, as in the spirit of the holidays.
You'll be more kind than any of the rest of us at this point.
No, well, I say kind in as much as since the scale goes down to 0, I usually reserve below 1, somewhere between 0 and 1, to be things that aren't really songs, like How's the Level. So I'm going to give this a 1 because it is technically a song.
Thank you. That
meets that qualification.
That backs up both Stefan and I on that one.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
We're gonna loop back around to 3 other ones that I forgot to send you. Why don't we hit Material Girl first?
Yeah. Wow.
At the point where he does the call my name like a prayer, he's down on the stage like Madonna.
That was a good performance. I like Madonna. Material Girl is probably not one of my favorite tunes from her, but I do like Madonna. So an interesting cover there. Honestly, it's just a fun cover. This is not something they're doing to break anything musically or change music. So I would normally give it a perfectly average 2.5, but Stephen Page really bites into those vocals and goes for it. I think that's worth 1/10 of a point. So I'm going to give Material Girl 2.6 out of 5.
All right, that's right around where we all gave it. That makes sense. All right, we have 2 more to go. The next one is Matter of Time.
The title reminds me of a joke that one of my science teachers used to say, which was, as for time, that's another matter. And as for matter, we simply don't have the time.
I like that joke better than I do this song.
You know how I feel about Silverball. This is another one of those closing time changes songs, I think. Based on my very cursory listen, it's okay. It's unoffensive. It's very middle of the road. There are a few things like the interesting synth lines, and there's kind of a head nodding beat, which, in my opinion, save it from a 2.3. But I couldn't give it any more than a 3, so I'd give Matter of Time 3 beeps and boops out of 5.
Thank you. Yes, because beeps and boops are what that song was pretty much all about.
Beeps and boops.
We're down to one last song. This one is off from Bare Naked Ladies Are Men, I believe. It might be Are Me, but I believe it's Are Men. And here is Maybe You're Right.
Wow. The intro reminded me of How It Ends by Devotchka. I love that song. It veers away from that territory pretty quickly, but this is also a very nice song, different song. I like the interwoven vocal lines in the second chorus, and then thereafter, the very nice bridge, as is often the case for a Page song. I like the feel change with the brass coming in. I like that it picks things up and rocks pretty hard. I like that the melody is bittersweet, which is programmatic given the lyrical content. Page is definitely good at those kind of, I guess I'll call them breakup songs, or reflecting bittersweet reflection songs. I really like it. I actually I actually want to go and give it another listen, but based on my very quick listen, I would wholeheartedly give, maybe you're right, 4.5 la 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 lasagna out of 5.
And
was that a La Bamba reference, or was that a La 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 Lemon reference?
I think that was
like Weird Al, because Weird Al did lasagna, right?
There was some Weird Al discussions that week.
Okay.
So I will highlight that one for you in case you decide you want to listen to it on better speakers. And
yeah. I know that it got 2 5s. I noticed. So and it definitely deserves to be in that conversation. It's very good.
All right. Well, I thank you, Aaron, for catching us up.
Is there really 2 more years left? Come on.
I'm really perplexed by this.
I just like how we've scrolled down to the W, though, to a song that's clearly going to be everyone's 5.
I mean, I would imagine that there's more songs that begin from A to M than there would be from M to Z.
It's really interesting how many songs are in the alphabet that are certain letters. Like there's a lot of
X. There's no X ones. I know that.
I'm really curious to hear what we all give What a Good Boy, because to me, clear 6s all around.
Clear, yeah. Must be the dismount.
So this year we're going to cover some really interesting ones. We're finishing off our O's, which is going to take us about a quarter of the year.
So Jeff, give us your O face.
You've seen it. No, you don't. I'm usually.
We'll actually be hitting the P's and Q's.
Oh, we'll be hitting it. All right.
Are we minding our P's and Q's?
We never mind our P's and Q's.
What about peas and carrots?
Peas and carrots, maybe.
No, Jenny. We don't do the peas and carrots.
We together like peas and carrots. No, Jenna. You said that way too well. Like that was brilliant.
So can we talk about how Gump is also a Weird Al song?
So that's our first half of the year. The last half of the year are going to be the R's and the S's.
Ooh.
And we will not be finishing.
I don't believe they exist.
We won't even be finishing the S's this year.
No S.
Whoa.
We start the S's in August.
The hell?
And we don't finish the S's until we get into March.
Wow. Can I just say
S is my favorite letter.
The timing of Oh Holy Night could not have been more perfect. Like, it's frightening where that landed.
And I gotta say, I'm sad. Like, we've done that every year.
Is it
so
the new
far,
sad?
every year, we have hit that. We are not gonna have that next year. We will not have a Christmas song in December.
Wow.
Next year. Yeah.
Tracy, can I just say it amazes me that you even know exactly what we're doing for the whole year.
That's advanced.
Yeah,
I'm literally thinking to myself, what am I doing tomorrow? And you're like, we're not going to finish the S's by the end of the year. And we have no Christmas song. Like,
I keep you guys on track. Does it really surprise you?
You are a freaky man. I'm just saying.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
We have quite the list this year. We've got some extremely deep dives. And we've also got some, like, I can see at least 3 5s that are coming up this year.
No, you don't.
I also see at least 2 1s that are coming up this year.
Wow. Wait,
so the 5s are going to be Old Apartment, Stephen Rocks, and Stalactites.
You didn't just say Old Apartment's going to be a 1, did you?
No, it's going to be a 5.
That would hurt me on a deep and painful level.
And we are getting to one of my favorite deep dives ever.
You mean a James Cameron? Okay, go ahead. Sorry. I did it again.
Oh my goodness.
In my experience, every deep dive is a good deep dive, but
that's yes.
It's never a downside.
We will also be doing an entire month where we will be covering covers.
Oh no.
Oh dear God.
Oh no.
Which month is that?
I'm not telling you because you won't show up.
That's the month my album comes out. I'm going to be really busy.
Yeah. Because Material Girl wasn't enough.
Going to be really tied up that month, Tracy.
And I also am bringing in this year a song I will bet that only 1% of our listeners have ever heard.
Oh.
It is an extreme rarity that I did not know existed.
You know what's sad is Heidi was one of our listeners until 4 or 5 months ago, and
she
still
probably
would have known. Yeah,
she still listens.
She is, but yeah. But she would have been one of the listeners that would have been like, "Oh, I knew that one."
Oh, darn!
Yeah, probably Google it.
I've already run this one by her, and she did. I've already run this one by her, and she did not know that this existed.
Nope.
Oh,
did not.
Don't.
Oh, by the way, Can I drop Jerome to a 3.6?
So yes, do we have any changes that people?
No.
All right, now I can do this. Okay. I have adjusted it so I can now do what I need to do. All right.
Like put it in an order that makes sense. I'm going to
put it in the order that makes sense to you. Divas.
You know what? I'm going to start unstuffing your stockings back there.
You didn't even mean that. You didn't even set that up as the worst part.
You just start unstuffing your stockings. That is just mean.
You didn't even intend for that to be an innuendo. It just happened.
I intend for everything to be an innuendo.
All right. I have fixed the order. So starting the year with Jane, and I did have some changes myself. I did not believe that the score I gave for Jane was accurate. And in comparing it to Box Set, I still love Box Set, but I love Jane more. Like, that's not fair to Jane. So I'm changing Jane to a 4.9.
I think I ranked Jane pretty low.
And I am...
But you gave it a 5.
I know, that's pretty low.
And I'm changing Box Set by moving it down to a 4.65.
Ooh.
I think that's the only way to make that fair and to make it equitable at this point.
Having thought about it, and
this
now
isn't
hearing
a divorce.
Now hearing the album rankings and how much I love Drive and how much I love Jane, I think I've got to give Jane a 4.9.
Yeah, I think you do.
I'm gonna bump that one up.
Jane deserves a 4.9.
I do. I love Jane. I absolutely love Jane. It's amazing.
Don't say that too loud, Jeff. Your wife might hear.
Wow, we almost had a perfect 5 on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew, we were close on that one.
We just got to rope Aaron. We got to rope Aaron in.
It wasn't because of me. I'm the one that delivered there.
You're always the one that
even
delivers.
Heidi, who loves the song, ranked it lower than me.
Any other changes, gentlemen and ladies?
Jerome, I'm gonna bring it down.
You're gonna bring Jerome down?
Not much.
Oh, you're bringing it down.
I think it hit me harder the first time I heard it, but I don't know if I want to go with 3.9. I'm gonna do a 3.7 on Jerome. It's a fun song, but it's.
So basically what's happening is Jeff got upset by his album ranking. So he's going through all those other albums.
Jerome's on All in Good Time. That wasn't
He's trying to lower them down so that
Jerome's All in Good Time. That wasn't even mentioned.
Heidi, did you have any that you felt needed adjusting? From tonight. You've had a whole half an hour to think about it. Like,
I know. I think I'm pretty happy with my scores.
So your scores haven't changed in the last 45 minutes.
Heidi has not ranked Laser Team.
Oh no, I've not.
I feel some type of way about that.
What do you mean?
She wasn't here for that.
I think we need to stop the podcast right now and watch Laser Team.
Well, actually, she gave it a 3.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, there
I did.
Okay,
I ranked.
sorry.
Yeah.
Although she has not seen the movie, And
I haven't seen it either.
Like,
what the? I see it. You like? Oh wait, no. I was gonna say you like the song more if you've seen the movie, but then Tracy.
Yeah, no, I
freaking 2.9.
No, I think I'm feeling pretty good with my scores. I think
we need to do another laser team night. I think
ones I scored really low.
I think we do. Yeah,
that would be fun.
But no, I like
fun.
Those.
Such a good movie.
You know what?
Popcorn and
Why
beer.
did I score New Kid on the Block a 4?
Because it's not good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
New Kid on the Block is excellent.
Oh wait! Light Up My Room.
I gave it a 4.6. Somebody gave it a 5, 4.65, and I gave it a 4. That's a
I was rough
for me.
I was rough on Light Up My Room. I will go up to a 3.3 on that one.
3.3?
Yeah, I will go up to a 3.3 and Light Up My Room.
Okay.
I was a little rough on that one. I was in a bad mood that night.
New Kid, I'm gonna take up to a 4.5.
You're gonna go up. Wait, Jeff, you're gonna go up to a 3.3?
Yes.
You gave it a 3.8. You're looking at the wrong column.
Oh, yes, I am. Oh, fuck you, Stefan.
Wow, that was harsh.
You know what? I'm gonna do Light Up My Room as a 4. I'm gonna do it as a 4.
Okay. Just to fuck Stefan over.
Wow.
I'm gonna go up to a 3.3. Wait, no, that's Stefan's score. I'm going up to a 4.
Yeah.
I think Light Up My Room should be higher than I gave it.
So, listeners, if you ever had any wonder of whether these ratings are subjective, I think totally lands it.
I wanted to raise where mine was.
That's funny.
Sorry. It's music. It's always subjective.
Who gave Nobody Better a 1? Steph.
What?
Was it me? Probably be me.
Oh man, I was a hater on Little Green Bag, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I still am.
Yeah.
I still am. Yeah.
I still am.
I still am. I don't like that stuff.
You can tell when we were having rough weeks. We're like, you know what? It could have been Brian Wilson. We're like, we're going to score that son of a gun.
Which weeks was I in quarantine for this with COVID? Because I probably didn't.
You can see
life sucks.
Like, fuck this. This whole month here, like this just sucked.
Another year of stupid podcast.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. This needs to be on here. Heidi. Little Tiny Song, a 3.7.
Where? Let me see.
Little Tiny Song, a 3.7.
Hey, I'm a cow. I'm
yeah.
No.
I gave it a 2.5.
I'm in the wrong column. Okay, Heidi. Little Tiny
Andrew
Song.
Andrew and Justin.
I gave it a 2.5.
That's right.
Because I like it okay, but it wasn't. It's not my fave. Because it was kind of like, why? Which we talked to Andy about.
We talked to Andy about.
Yeah,
that's true.
and now we're friends. And he's my friend now.
Yeah.
He's my friend.
That's right. It was Justin and Andrew that did 3.7. Yeah.
Did you know he's up in Moncton?
Andrew?
Yeah. Gosh, that's not
Andy
that far.
Is in Moncton. No. Want to go visit him?
Yeah, we could do that.
Andy, we're coming.
Yeah, we could go up to Fredericton, St. John. St. John's pretty fun.
All right, do we have any other changes?
Nah. I'd like to bring all my scores to 1.
Okay.
I'm just
Did we rank McDonald's Girl the day we talked to Dean?
Yeah.
No, we rated it the next week.
Yeah.
I was not going to do that to us.
I didn't even listen to that one. I should listen to it. Hold on.
Looking through this, I got to give some... I love that Narrow Streets got ranked so high by so many people. Like, that's cool. Because that is a good song.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I'm glad that Narrow Streets is such a high-ranked song. And then you have Navigate.
I really tried to give that one a good score.
Yeah.
I did not try to give Nobody Better.
How can somebody not give Break Your Heart a 5? I don't understand them.
Wait, Break Your Heart?
Yeah. They need to just not like
that
So if you haven't heard, Heidi is in the background at this point, adding in her older scores.
If you, I gotta be honest, Heidi. If you don't give Break Your Heart a 5, we probably.
What is wrong with human beings?
We would get along at parties. That's
no.
In fact, I'm gonna put a 5 on that one. There we go. Where am I? That's a 5. There we go.
Well, Aaron gave it a 4. So
well, you know what?
You can give it whatever you want. It's never gonna hit total 5 status.
Did I not rank Brian Wilson? Hang on. Nobody peek.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
There's my Brian Wilson score. All right.
Don't mess the system
Grace
up.
is going to have a heart attack.
Sorry, it's a 5. Brian Wilson's a 5. Come on.
I'm just doing the ones that I know.
Brian Wilson is without a doubt.
Brian Wilson right now, until Stefan scores it, is the only one that's a true 5.
Brian Wilson is a true 5. There's just
and then Stefan comes along.
See, I would not do. All right, I'm looking at this. Be My Yoko Ono.
I'm still. I will tell the listeners I am still struggling with Convention.
Why?
Be My Yoko Ono is probably going to hurt some people.
No, Conventioneers is brilliant.
Conventioneers, yeah.
I'm not saying it's not brilliant. I don't think it's a Brian Wilson to me. I will start giving it more listens and see.
Let's look at who gave Conventioneers a 5.
Conventioneers.
Everyone but
we'll
me.
know who the true fans of BNL are.
Whoa.
I'm not
kidding. I did do a 3.5, a 3.9 for Yoko. That one has never hit me as hard as I know a lot of people, but
I love Crazy. I thought Crazy was.
I love Crazy.
Crazy is great.
Yeah, you haven't given a Crazy a score yet.
So. I know.
Thank
so
you.
We need to go back and fill in your scores at some point.
Call and answer. There we go.
What did I rank McDonald's Girl?
There's my call and answer score for the instrumental bridge alone.
I'm
sorry.
What?
Tracy.
Who gave Everything Old Is Again a 2.5?
Probably me.
What?
Stefan, you gave it
a
3.
5.
Bump that up to 3.25, please.
Everything. Oh,
sure will.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. Everything Old is New again for. That's actually.
And the flag is a 5.
I would do 4.6 for Everything Old is New again.
I gave it a
4.5. Oh,
I'm gonna give it. Actually, Everything Old is New again is definitely up there.
The flag is a 5. If you think you're wrong, you're a communist. I'm sorry.
Flag is a 5. No, flag is a 5.
Wow.
No, flag is a 5.
For you, it's a 5.
Tyler Boudreaux, she is calling you out.
That's what's wrong.
Communist.
All right.
This the 50s?
Come on, Tyler. What the?
My gosh.
Fox on the Run for me is probably.
I'll tell you, I'm tempted to just have the scores that count for our total score.
You might have to redo these scores. Hang on a second. Let's see. What have I not done? Another postcard. I didn't rank another post. Okay, I didn't rank.
You haven't ranked anything after another postcard.
There's another postcard for you.
We could probably do a whole other.
Baby Seat is gonna blow your mind, people. Baby Seat is about to blow your minds. I am not the hater on that one. I'm the lover. I love me some Baby Seat.
I love me some Baby Seat.
I'm listening to Baby Seat right now.
I love Baby Seat.
Baby Seat is so good. You know what? I'm taking that up. Because
yeah, you got to go up on Baby Seat. I did 4.5. Oh my god.
I love that song.
It's so good.
So what did you
give? I did 4.5 for Baby Seat.
Oh well, I didn't give it a 4.8.
Really went
I love that song.
That is, oh man, that song's so good. Okay, some of the.
Are you guys going to cover all the songs?
Some of these I don't know. Some of these
I have to go back. Some of them I need to listen to again. But I mean, anything from the first 4 albums, I'm like boom, 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 boom.
I've been trying not to totally agree, but I'm going to go with Heidi on box set.
Of course you will.
4.5. Yeah. No. Well, you know what?
Thanks, that was fun. Don't forget, no regrets, except maybe one.
Ninjas. Wow. Okay, so what is it? A 107 song? 1 minute 7 seconds. It's a quick
106. Yeah.
We call that a good time in my house.
When this one starts, we.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Well, one of you did.
Well, one of you did.
You guys need to get out more.
Maybe you need to get the female perspective.
She's the one that says it.
The other calls it time. She calls it time to bring out the toys. But
Ooh.
The gag reel on this one.
Are you just a toy?
Just a toy.
Uh-oh.
No, the toys last longer.
You want a handful? Oh my God.
I'm not on
speaker,
yeah, you are.
Uh-huh.
Was that? Oh. Okay.
It was all innuendo.
Anyway, the toys last longer, Tracy. But
depends on the batteries.
No. They're energizers.
Are rechargeable.
Unlike Tracy, they do in fact keep going.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Energizer, keeps going and going, takes a lick and keeps on ticking, but that's Timex.
Oh.
I give the lickings, and I keep
Jeff,
licking.
Your score.
2.5.
To celebrate joining Pantheon Podcasts, Rock Camp, the podcast, the official podcast of Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, is giving away a guitar signed by Mike Portnoy of Dream Theater, Marty Friedman, formerly of Megadeth, and legendary shredder Zakk Wylde, plus our rockstar counselors like Vinny Appice, Monty Pittman, and more. To enter to win, simply follow, rate, and review our podcast on your preferred platform, and that's all you have to do. For more information, go to rockcamp.com/podcast.